Candlebox with Far Behind on the Valley's Best Rock, 105.1 The Blaze. It is Friday. Justice is here. It's time to review some movies.
The movie industry is made up of two separate but equally important groups. The theaters who display the movies and the critics who overvalue their opinions. These are our reviews. The Morning Blaze is bringing justice to the movies.
Welcome back, sir.
What's up, dude?
Now, normally, you know how this works. Usually, you go to a Maya Cinemas, check out a brand new movie with Justice, hence the name Bring Justice to the Movies, but haven't been able to do that, so we've been doing Bring Justice to the Movies Home Edition. Last couple weeks, we watched some stinkers, so we tried to correct that this week. I don't know if we have or not, but that was the intention, was to do a couple movies that you might actually want to watch this weekend. I had Hugh Jackman in Bad Education, which is an HBO movie based on a true story, and you had The Outpost, correct?
Yes.
Which is a true story war movie. Why don't I go first? I think I can get mine kind of out of the way here pretty quick. I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was pretty good. I do like true crime movies, and that's kind of what this is. Okay. Not like in a mobster mob crime way, but I mean it was kind of your general intrigue of what happens in with day-to-day schmucks. I mean that's kind of the way this works. And you asked me when you picked this movie if I would feel bad for the bad guy in this movie. So here's the gist of what this movie's about. It's based on a true story about a school district on the East Coast where the superintendent, basically him and his assistant, had been embezzling millions of dollars from the taxpayers while operating this school district. And the reality is no one knew about it really because things had been going well. Yeah. Like everything was going okay. The school was doing well. College admissions were up. And that's the thing. If everything's going well, people don't typically ask questions until they do. And then you realize that these people had been stealing all kinds of money. And the answer to the question is, yeah, I did kind of feel bad for him. Okay. Because he didn't seem like he was really a bad guy. Like I was comparing it to Uncut Gems, where Adam Sandler's character is a bad guy throughout the course of that movie. This guy really did seem to care about the schools. Like he did want to do a good job, and he did care about all the students. They made a real point in the movie to show you how committed he was to knowing just about everything there was to know about the students in the schools. Like he could see someone in the hallway and tell them what their interests were and what college they wanted to go to. Like he had a genuine interest in actually doing the job. He just also realized he had a credit card that no one was checking, and eventually, between the two of them, they rung up all kinds of money. So I did feel bad for him. I thought it was really good. I mean, it's not super long. If you're into true crime stories, I think you'd enjoy it. I'd give it a thumbs up. Bad Education, pretty good. And the cast is pretty good. Ray Romano's pretty good in it, too. He plays kind of a supporting role character who works for the school district. It's pretty good. Cast is good. Acting's good. Story you buy into. And at the end, you find out what happens to the real people. So I was into it. Bad Education gets a thumbs up for me. What say you?
Tight. So I watched The Outpost. Pretty crazy movie, especially since it's true.
Okay.
So it's essentially it's based in northeastern Afghanistan, I think. And it's Outpost Keating is what it's called. That's it. And basically, like they don't have the high ground.
Okay.
This is the best way to describe this because like they're just in a mountain range.
Okay.
And the main point of this outpost is for like kind of community outreach to make sure, hey, we're building schools, everything. We're gonna.
So it's like a soft base. It's there to be like peacekeepers and hey, we're good guys base.
For the most part, yeah.
Not a stronghold full of guys ready to go.
No.
Okay.
Not. Well, I mean they are.
Well, right.
Because essentially in this thing, pretty much every day they get attacked by Taliban.
Okay.
And they just have to get through it. And they finally decide that they're going to close the outpost, and somehow they find out about it. So, like, literally the day before they're getting ready to close everything up, the Taliban launched, like, a massive attack.
And this really happened.
This is real.
Yeah,
this is all real. That's the crazier part of this is because you're watching them like, oh, crap, these are real people. This is, like, legit.
Right.
So, like, literally the day before they're getting ready to close this outpost because they realize, like, things are going kind of south, so we're just going to stop this. They launch this massive attack, destroy most of the base, it seems like.
Wow.
The whole main part of the story of that is that we have to fight back to retake it, basically.
Okay.
Just to burn it down, like, the next day.
So that no one can use it.
So no one can use it.
Wow. All right. Well, was it good, though?
It was good.
It sounds like it's intense. Is it, like, super...
Yes, it's very intense.
Okay.
Because, like, the first half of it's, like, when they first get there, and you kind of get the feel of everything, and then the second half of it is... Literally, that the whole last hour is just that battle at the end.
Do you watch a lot of war movies?
I'm not really big on war movies because I never really know how to feel about it. Like,
right, because it's real people.
Yeah.
Okay, but you've seen
I've seen
Black
them, yeah.
Hawk Down, the bigger ones.
Yeah.
How would you compare it to some of the other ones?
It's up there. It earned its 90% or whatever it's getting on Rotten Tomatoes,
Right
so it's worth checking out.
So success. We watched 2 good movies this week.
Finally.
All right. So if you're into true war flicks, then check out The Outpost, which is getting great reviews. And if you like crimes about robbing from your children, check out Bad Education.
We watch good movies about not great things.
They're both good, but made you feel kind of weird at the same time. Justus, well done, sir.
Thank you.
The movie industry is made up of 2 separate but equally important groups. The theaters who display the movies and the critics who overvalue their opinions. These are our reviews.